right, hello. I want to give you a little bit of information about my media uh, project. Of course, we're dealing with our church, Salem Missionary Baptist Church, and uh, we are representing the project. They're kind of collaborating with me in doing this project. Our target group is the Greater Conway Area Collegiate Community. And we are targeting ages from 19 to 35. Yes, it is a target group that already exists. It exists in three collegiate institutions in our city. That will be the University of Central Arkansas, Central Baptist College of Conway, Arkansas, and Hendrix College. And these three collegiate institutions are those target areas, target groups that we're trying to connect with. In fact, we've partnered with all three. Race, gender, ethnicity isn't an issue in this. Biblical or religious affiliation isn't an issue either. In that it's a collegiate ministry, and we're trying to reach them where they are. And the common denominator, the common thread that ought to connect all is our implementation of stressing the component love. Where are they physically? They're in Conway. Where are they digitally? They all are basically aligned with the social platform of Facebook. And we are thankful that all basically align with that, and that is a mechanism for us to be able to communicate with them, and they watch it. So, with that being said, the demographics of our church previously, before the pandemic, is a unique demographic that gives us predominantly a African American demographic, but 2% of our visitation on college days that's targeted on the second and fourth Sunday is Caucasian, and maybe another 2% is dealing with the foreign exchange students that represent Africa. It has been noted in a meeting last week that we've had students from Ghana, Kenya, well, several from Ghana and Kenya that represent the 2 or 3% that's representing African culture. So our big idea, our mission message that we want to share is, as a church, is the Salem Baptist Church is basically a word-centered ministry designed to evangelize the lost, equip and empower the people of God, and provide a holistic ministry to our community as well as the world. As a caring church for all people, we endeavor to get the lost to the cross, one person at a time. And what is the one message that we will share? Basically, it is the love component. And it resonates in this target group globally, regardless of race, gender, ethnicity. It's a universal and global common denominator that reaches all spectrum of people. What I'm asking the targeted group to do, I think in our message, is to trust us to demonstrate this love component that Christ implemented in the church, and reach them one person at a time, and displaying the message of love in a real and a personal way. So it's familiar for those who are Christians, but those who are unchurched and those who haven't met Christ, it would be unfamiliar. That would be where we would come in at an evangelistic perspective. Now, we, in our media research, we basically got all our information from ARDA, Graphics Information System, and we were able to get statistically those demographics that we're targeting among collegiate students in Conway, those with a degree, those who who graduated and left, and those who graduated and remained, and those in those demographics, those who have a successful households. So those were some of the things that we targeted, and there were some things that we talked about as well as telling stories in media platforms. We've had 3 that agreed to be interviewed, and they shared and they solidified our big idea of getting the lost to the cross and our brand as a church. And one of the things that I felt real good about in these interviews, they said that our church made them feel like a home away from home, and that's good news to us. And I felt like those who watch the video will get a chance to see that as well. So they buy into our big idea, and the parts that emphasize that I think will sell us as a people, how the hospitality we shared with them coming kind of hooked them, and they, rather than go and graduate and move on, some chose to stay. We had quite a few that when they graduated, they stayed in the greater Conway area and became a part of our ministry. And they're buying into our big idea. One of the things that I think we need to note in this interview is that we utilize those who stayed and asked them to become a part of the campus ministry to recruit students. A lot of students there are on work-study programs, and we have connections in the partnership with some of the academic advisors at the 3 different colleges. And what they'll do, those who chose to work with us, they chose to work with us by way of volunteer, and we've delegated them to work with this media team that we have, and to help us with the social platforms. And what we do, we allow them to work from 8 to 9 a.m. Every morning, and 8 to 9 p.m. in the afternoon. And at 12 noon, they generally make their posts. After they do their work, and they make all the posts to share inspirational messages and share information that we want to disseminate into the audience that we're targeting. They do that for us and come back and give us the results of the posts by telling us how many likes we got, how many responses we got, and how many shares we got. So that gives us something to work with to be able to effectively implement some things that we normally wouldn't do. We implement and evaluate. One of the metrics that we talked about, that we introduced last week as we met for the first time, our leadership team, is what we talked about in class about the SWOT analysis, evaluating our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I thought that was real crucial as a metric to be able to grow and see what's harmful and what's helpful to this project. So with that being said, we saw a lot. We saw a lot in that, and we just kind of want to share that with you. So with that being said, that's about all I want to say. I hope you enjoyed what we shared, and I look to see you in class one more time. And God bless you, and you have a real wonderful and blessed day.